Hello, everyone. I'd like to start by reading a little from Hope, Dream, and Inspire. That's what we'll all be doing when this is over. Every entrepreneur has a story of their success and a journey of their failures to get there. I believe we are all entrepreneurs. We were born this way. It's in our DNA. Some a little and some a lot. But what's the difference between us? We all want to change the world or make a difference. I believe we are all taught business from the first days we can walk and talk. From every lemonade stand started, lawn mowed, job taken, or theories in school. Entrepreneurship is not just business. Business is the mindset. Entrepreneurship is the heart set. A business is an action caused by an entrepreneur because of frustration, desperation, or a passion they cannot let go. It's this thing inside you that says, no more. I can change this. I can do it. It's the why that matters, not the how. You only stand a chance of success when your why, your noble cause, is greater than your fear of trying an idea. Here's a little bit of my story, and I hope through it you can find a little bit of yours. I grew up poor. I remember living in rough neighborhoods and living in the projects. Most of all, I remember a friend. I was 12 years old. His name was Roman. He was a black-haired, pale kid who everyone took turns picking on. We collected baseball cards together. We added aluminum foil to the ends of walkie-talkies to talk to space and into the unknown. We were the different ones. One day I went to Roman's house and I tapped on the window. And I opened it and went in. But Roman wasn't home. That's what we did when we were kids. He was out of town and I didn't know it. On his nightstand was a birthday card, and it had a $100 bill in it. Something made me take that $100 bill and put it in my pocket and go out the same way I came in. My stomach churned for 2 weeks, and I avoided going over to Roman's the whole time. He would know. Suddenly, there was a knock at my door. It was Roman's mother. I was caught. Everything I feared was about to come true. Then, as she stood there holding all of Roman's birthday cards in her arms, she told me Roman had an asthma attack the night before and died. And she handed me those cards and she said he would have wanted me to have them. I was never able to say goodbye, never able to say I was sorry, and never able to give him that $100 back from his birthday card. I held those cards in my arms like they were him. I was lost. And to this day, I still have those baseball cards. This is where I started. Through the next 15 years, I struggled and wandered to find my way. I tried different things, but I always wanted to be a good guy, to never take or to find an easy way out. I wanted to be helpful, to pay something back. The way I grew up would stay with me. I tried to start different businesses. I was in the Air Force. I was a racing Greyhound trainer. The dogs, not the buses. And then in 1994, I opened a coffee house by maxing out my wife's credit card. And she's here, so she'll remind me of that 25 grand I owe her. After a year, like a lot of other things I tried to do, the coffee house wasn't really working. See, I was one of those people on the internet back then, and in a very fateful decision, I decided to add free internet access to the coffee house. See, I figured that business people that were visiting Corpus could come in and check their email, and I could sell them more coffee, and I could build a website for the coffee house. What I didn't know was we ended up being one of the first internet cafes in the world. And I ended up making the first commercial website in Corpus. The local press loved us, and they started doing stories. And then soon after, the phone started ringing, and everybody in Corpus wanted me to make a website for them. So I started making websites for $500 to $1,000 a pop when I wasn't making espresso. See, there wasn't any really good tools for creating websites back then. You had to know HTML. And after making a few sites, I realized exactly how hard it really was. Everyone wanted changes all the time. New links, text changed, pictures added, it never ended. Then one day, my world changed forever when someone asked for yet another change. I was angry. The coffee house wasn't doing well, and I was desperate not to fail again. In an outburst that can be heard a block away, I yelled, "These people need software so they can make their own bleeping websites." Wait. Calm. People need software so they can make their own websites. People didn't need to pay someone a lot to make a website. They could make their own. They could sell things online and not work for someone else. They could learn to be webmasters and fulfill their dreams. I found my noble cause. I would empower and help people get on the web. With a dial-up modem and a $500 home-built computer, I would try to tackle the software industry. Problem? I don't know how to make software. No idea I had done alone had worked. Maybe that was the problem all along. I needed to collaborate with other people that liked what I liked, that had the same passions, the same noble cause. I needed help. So I knew a regular customer that came in all the time, and I knew he was a programmer. So I told him about this crazy idea to make an HTML editor, and he was all in. I named it the Coffee Cup HTML editor because coffeecup.com was the domain name for the coffee house, and I was not about to go ask my wife for another $100. As soon as we released it and began selling in 1996, it was a hit, and I created one of the first HTML editors in the world. See, I wanted to make more web design software after that, so I wanted to do everything that users wanted. And what I realized really quickly was that I needed a lot of help. It wasn't just going to be me and one other guy and sleeping under the counter for the first year of running the joint. So I turned it over to the customers. They were the collaborators. They could email me and call me anytime with ideas or features. For the next 11 years, we made 35 pieces of software, and the whole time with less than 10 people in the company. Though completely exhausted after running that fast, that long, I completed what I wanted to do, to help people fulfill their dreams just like I did. This was the noble cause that led me here. Okay, now let's skip a few chapters. A couple of years ago, Graham Weston, the chairman of Rackspace, and myself got together and said, wouldn't it be cool if there was a place where startups were born? Not the internet, but a physical place. A place where developers and designers and entrepreneurs could get together and work on their ideas in person. We would call it geekdom. See, in the Urban Dictionary, it means a place where more than two geeks gather. Co-working with a twist. See, we would offer memberships and desks at a low cost so everyone had a chance to meet their team and to build their dream just like we did when I started Coffee Cup and when Graham and Pat started Rackspace. Each member would be asked to give 1 hour a week of their time back to another member or do a workshop once a month on their expertise. The noble cause of geekdom is to empower people by creating a center where every kind of geek and entrepreneur can go to build a business, to give people a shot, to once again let people share and build in real life. A place where meeting someone in the hallway and sharing an idea would be happenstance and serendipity, and something would get built right then and there. It takes certain ingredients to make an idea like this work. In an ecosystem that's organic, we can only add a few things and let people there build and develop it. This is the natural order of things. It should never stop evolving. I believe if we take people and place them together to collaborate and help each other, they will change the world. They will fulfill their noble causes. I believe that mentorship is the new classroom. Like apprenticeship, when blacksmiths taught new blacksmiths their mistakes or how they did things. We are all makers of something. Every person we meet knows something we don't. I learn from people that are like-minded, that share my passions. This is a lesson I didn't learn until after I sold my company. I didn't see it. I burned out. See, I thought the world was on my shoulders. And if I didn't go 100 miles an hour every single day, it would just be gone. I needed someone to turn to who wasn't there. I needed all of you. There's no reason to waste potential. Every person in the wrong job or kid without a dream yet can do what we do. As Americans, we should be desperate, frustrated, and passionate about this. We just have to show them how. I'm an entrepreneur. I was born this way. I was made this way. I cannot talk to myself or into the unknown for help. I can help you, and we can help each other. So what will your story be? Hey, Roman, are we even yet? Thank you.